Hello students. Today we are going to start with the grammar chapter articles and determinants, that is chapter number 4. You know students, you all have read about articles. The three articles, I am sure all of you are aware, that is a, an and the. They are part of determiners. And this topic you are reading it for the first time. Articles are part of determiners. I have repeated that because we have different kinds of determiners and articles are one of them. So the different kinds of determiners are, first of all, articles, then demonstratives, possessives, interrogatives, distributives and quantifiers. So the first determiner is that we are going to read is articles. Article, as you all know, we have three articles. They are limited in number, that is a, an and the, and you all know the use of it also, and we'll be studying in detail too. Now the next one is demonstratives. Demonstratives, as you all must be familiar, like we have read it in pronouns and adjectives also. Same demonstratives are there, but here we use them as determiners, that is this, that, these and those. Now next determiner is possessives. Possessives are, as you all are familiar, the things, when we possess something, that is my, our, yours, his, her. Next determiners is interrogatives, the fourth kind of. Interrogatives are again the question words, including how also, what, which, whose. And the next determiner that we are going to study is quantifiers. As the name suggests, it talks about some quantity, how much, some, any, many, several. These are all quantifiers, which when we use quantifiers as determiners, we try to identify the amount of anything. It can be people, it can be a thing, it can be a liquid, it can be a solid, it can be anything. And the next and the last determiner that we are going to read is distributives. Here, as you all know, the name suggests, distributives are when we try to distribute the things or the people. For example, either, neither, each, every, and so on. So students, here in this page we have read about the types of determiners, and that includes articles. Again, I'll repeat, articles are not different, they are part of determiners. Though the name suggests articles and determiners, but articles are the part of determiners. Now, moving on to the first topic, that is articles. I'm sure you all know when to put which article where. The article a, as you all know, a and a are indefinite articles. They are called so because they do not indicate any particular person, thing or place. And such articles are used only with singular nouns. Singular nouns, when the noun is single or one, then we use a or an. For example, a girl, an apple. That a and an here denotes one single thing. And there is another article, that is the, that is called definite article. And why it is called so? It is called so because it points to a particular person, thing or place. It can be used with both singular and plural nouns, and even with uncountable nouns. Now, for example, the Taj Mahal. Taj Mahal is a one particular place in Agra, so we use the with that. Now, where else we can use the? When we use the different kinds of rivers, the holy book, directions, and when we want to show a unit of measure, the quality, And the is also used with the names of seas, oceans, holy books, and I said new rivers. And one important thing I'm sure I have told you in the class also, and you also must have noticed with the newspapers, we don't name the newspaper without the. All the newspapers start with the. For example, the Indian Express, the Times of India, the Hindustan Times. And this is going to help you in letter writing also. When you are writing a letter to the editor of a newspaper, we always mention the Hindustan Times, the Times of India. Then we always use the with the oceans, and the dynasties or the families. For example, suppose we say Gupta family, so we don't say Gupta family, we say the Gupta family, so that includes all the members of the Gupta family. So these are all the uses of the indefinite article. Now, moving on with the next topic, that is the possessives. Now, possessives are, as I told you, they are the determiners. Now, the examples that I gave you, possessive is my, our, their, yours, his, means that shows the possession. Suppose we say Sachin Tendulkar is a great cricketer. His coach started training him at an early age. So here the word his is possessive. Here the word his, I repeat, is possessive. So possessives can also be used with both countable and uncountable nouns. Another example I would like to give you, that is given in your book also, is the car is big. I think its color is too bright. So here the word its is the possessive. It's, here we are talking about the car. Now moving on to the next determiner, that is distributives. So the four distributives that we are going to study is either, neither, each, and every. With either we always use or also. The examples, you can use either pencil, that means any of the two pencils. And when do we say neither? We use neither to mean just the opposite of either. So neither we use it in negative form and either in a positive form. So in the first example, as I said, you can use either pencil, that means any of the pencils you can use. Neither team was well prepared for the match. So neither we use for negative, that means none of the team, both the teams were not prepared. So that is, they are just the opposite of each other. And when do we use each as a distributive determiner? Each is used to indicate things separately one by one. We use each when we refer to a small number, when the group is limited and definite. For example, if we talk about the students in your class, so they are countable, they are limited in number. So we'll say each one of you will bring sketch pens tomorrow. So here the teacher is talking about every student in the class. They are limited in number, and that is why we are saying each. And the next one is every. Every is used when we refer to things or persons as a group. For example, if the students are large in number, then we'll say every student has got an identity card. Now moving on to the next determiner, that is quantifiers. Now quantifiers, there are any, some, much, many, several, and a lot of. They are quantifiers. Now any and some, these determiners can refer to both quantity and number. Some is used in affirmative and interrogative sentences also. For example, if we say there is some money in my pocket, do you have some money? So The word some can be used in both forms, as an affirmative and an interrogative. Any is used in negative. Now remember this. Some is used in affirmative and any is used in negative. Suppose I have to say I don't have any money. We will not say I don't have some money. If we are talking something in negative, when the word not is used, when the sentence or the meaning of the sentence is going in negative, then we use any. And if we are going to say something in positive, then we use some. So this difference, students, you must remember, because many students make this mistake when the question is asked, fill in the blanks with the correct determiners. So again I am repeating, some is used in affirmative, any is used in negative, and both can be used in interrogative sentences. So another example that I am going to give you for any is, there isn't any milk left, means it is empty, no milk. I don't have any money. And if in interrogative I am going to ask you, don't you have any money in your pocket? Again, it's a negative interrogative sentences. So you need to remember the correct usage of some and any. Now, moving on, then we have few, a few, and the few. Now, though they all sound similar, but there is a difference in all these three. Few is used in a negative sense and with countable nouns. Suppose we say few persons were invited. Here, like, hardly any. That means like, though in hardly any, like very less. A few means some, though not many. It is used in a positive sense. I have read a few books on this topic. And the few means all of them, though very few in number. I have read the few books that you gave me. Now, again, we will be reading about little, a little, and the little. So, again, the same logic goes with these also. Little is used in a negative sense. He has little knowledge. That means hardly any knowledge. Like, just for the sake of knowledge, we will say he has little knowledge. That means it going in the negative sense. A little is used in a positive sense, meaning at least some. There is a little chance of success. And if is suppose we want to put use the same sentence, so we can say he has a little knowledge on the subjects, though he has but a very little knowledge. Okay. And now the little means not much, but at least there is something. I spent the little money I earned, though I had whatever I had, I have used. The little, the, when the entire thing is being used. Now, moving on to the next one is much and many. Much refers to quantity and is used with uncountable nouns. For example, the news gave my mother much relief. And many refers to number and is used with countable nouns. Many supporters were celebrating the team's victory. So here many supporters. Here when we many tomatoes were there, many apples were there. So here we are talking about the countable things, things which can be counted. Much we use with uncountable nouns. Much relief. So we cannot measure the amount of relief. So there we use much and many. Much we use with uncountable nouns and many we use with countable nouns. The exercises we will be doing in the class, we'll be discussing, and I'm sure you are enjoying determiners. It's a very interesting topic, and if you have understood it, I'm sure you're not going to make any error. And the topic determiners will be continued in your next classes as well. Now, the last topic of determiners is interrogatives. Now, interrogatives, all the question words, what, which, whose, they are all interrogatives. And you all know about this. Determiners which are used to ask questions are called interrogatives. They can be used before any kind of noun and are words like what, which, whose, how many, and how much. The examples that I'm going to give you for that is, Which basket will you carry? Whose bags? So I'm sure you all know the usage of which, whose, what, when, how. So these are interrogatives. So the students, the words remain the same. You know what are interrogatives, you know what are possessives. The only thing that you have to do is using it at the correct place. And to sum it up, I am repeating once again, articles which you have been studying till class 7th as a separate topic, they are part of determiners. And the other determiners, as we have discussed here, they are interrogatives, possessives, in demonstratives, quantifiers, and distributives. So you just need to revise it once again, and you'll be finishing off with the exercises in the books, and you'll continue with the notebook work as well. And I'm sure you have understood very well. Just go through the chapter once again. Whatever doubts you have, you can always discuss it in the class. Thank you.